Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you for joining my live Q&A. My name is Melissa, and I am a full-time teacher and full-time mom to two boys. And I wanted to just give you a moment where you could hop on with me and ask any questions that you have about digital marketing or moving into the digital world as a teacher. So I am going to share my screen here, and Zoom is not the platform I am used to using. So bear with me here. I do teach cyber school, but we do not use Zoom. So let's see how I'm. All right. That looks good to me. Hopefully that looks good to everybody else too. Remember, when I'm doing this, I cannot see the chat. Only downfall in pretty much every platform that has the share, you can't see the chat. So the way I'm going to do this, I am going to open it up for questions. I do want to go over a couple of the most commonly asked questions first, because I might just answer your question here. And then at the end, I'm going to open it up to any other questions that you might have. So, the PowerPoint's being super slow. Some of the questions that are asked the most are right here. And so I'm going to go to each slide to address each one. It talks about being tech savvy, how much time you need to invest each day, and what does the income look like? So first, I'll address the tech savvy one. That question I get a lot. I do not consider myself to be tech savvy. My teenager will tell you I'm the least tech savvy person in the entire world. I don't think I'm that bad, but I do ask him how to use my phone. I also sometimes ask my 10-year-old how to do things on my phone. So, no, I'm not the most super tech savvy person in the world. So, you do not need to be tech savvy to get into digital marketing. You will learn as you go, right? We as teachers know that. That's the best way to learn something is jump in and try it because you learn from your mistakes. And so as you're going through, you will learn. You will become much more tech savvy as time goes on. But to start, no, you don't need to be tech savvy. You just need to have basic skills, be able to send an email, open an email and read it. Basic things like that, using the internet, but no big, like crazy skills like creating a website or a sales funnel. See, those are things you'll learn how to do when you get started. Don't stress yet. I didn't know how to do them either. Okay. The other question I hear a lot is how much time do I need to commit each day? Now, this varies from person to person. I like to say about 2 hours a day. You give it about 2 hours a day, you can get everything done. Now, if you're just starting out, you're going to put a little bit more time into it. But once you get down into your rhythm, you can get everything done that you need to have done in about 2 hours a day. And along with that, I will say what I do in my 2 hours a day is going live, creating content. So, creating the content and then recording myself, editing, and then posting the content is part of it. And then answering emails. So, responding to any emails that I get. That's what I do in my 2 hours a day. And this is a favorite question. What kind of income can I make from this? How much can I expect to make if I start digital marketing? And the answer is it really varies. There's not like one answer I can give for this. It depends what the person wants. There are some people that get into digital marketing and they're just looking for like $500 a month. They're just looking to help themselves make ends meet from month to month, and they're happy with that. There's other people who want more. They're like, no, I need more than that. I want to be able to go on trips. I want to be able to go on vacations. I want to make a couple thousand a month. I know people making 10,000 a month. I know people that have made 100,000 in a month. So it all depends on what you want. What is your goal? And then how much effort and consistency are you willing to put into it? Because I will tell you, this is not a get rich quick scheme. Digital marketing takes a lot of commitment and it takes a lot of work. It's not something super easy that just works for you with no effort on your part. So yes, there are automations. The automations run the business for you, but you still have to put the legwork in to attract the customers. So those are the three questions that I hear all the time. Those are the ones that I get most frequently. So now I'm going to turn off my screen share and I want to open up the floor for you to ask questions that you have about digital marketing. Is there anything that you are wondering, anything that you are curious about? And remember, I'm a teacher. There is no such thing as a stupid question. I will never say, oh my gosh, I can't believe you asked that. Because if you're thinking that question, chances are somebody else is also thinking the same question. So I'm going to give everybody a minute to think here. Think about those questions. Anything come up if you're researching? I know some of you are still in that research phase where you're just trying to figure out what digital marketing is, trying to check it out and see if it's right for you. I know some of you have recently purchased a program, a system to help you get started with digital marketing. So you are going through those trainings and learning all about it. So we're kind of at all different steps here in our learning. And I do see some people in here who are old pros who've been doing this for a month or more. I consider you pros at that point. You could probably help me answer the questions. I don't see any questions. I don't see any hands up. That's okay if you're nervous. You don't have to come on the mic. I can do all the talking. If you want to put a question in the chat, please feel free. I can see all of those messages. Looks like we have some shy people here tonight. Or I just did such an awesome job that I've answered all of your questions. Those were the most pressing questions you had. And if so, wow, that's amazing. So you are ready to make a decision or ready to jump back into your learning or continue where you were. So thank you all for joining me. We will continue to have these Q&As. If anything pops up before I have the next Q&A, don't forget to email me any of your questions and I will get right back to you. Have a great day, everyone.